guys, welcome back to the channel, and today got something super awesome. It's my 2025 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. So guys, I've been very excited to have something like this for you guys on the channel. It's something I've really wanted for a long time, to have a nice sports car on the channel and to start doing some mods to it, install videos, things like that. But I picked this thing up about a month ago, and just ever since the C8 came out, I always loved just how they looked. It kind of looked like a, exotic supercar. Also, at the same time, you had that Corvette name. So having one of these now, it's super exciting, and I put a lot of work in. I finally got one. I kind of just wanted to give you guys an overview of the car, let you guys take a look at it, go over in the video some of the features and stuff of the car. We'll definitely go over how it sounds. I think it's a little too quiet. It does have the performance exhaust from the factory, but still I think it needs a louder exhaust, so that's definitely something I'm going to be adding to it. Not sure what exhaust I'm going to go with yet. You guys let me know down in the comment. I definitely want something that's super loud. But also in the video we'll go over some mods that I've already done to it and some mods that I have ordered but they haven't came in yet. But I'll give you guys a good video of the car, walk around, maybe a couple flybys for sure. I'll go over some options too that I wanted on the car that I had read about. That I guess what I'm trying to say is some options that were very beneficial to have on the car. We'll go over that in the video, but just excited to have you guys on the channel. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing a lot of mods to this car, and I'd definitely like for you guys to follow along, help support the channel. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start with kind of a look around of the car, kind of get a good overview of it, and I'll go over some of the options I opted for on the exterior. But as you see, it does have the black accent. It also has 20-inch gloss black wheels, the forged wheels. Also, you see there, it does have the Brembo brakes and the red calipers. That was another option. We will go on around to the back here, and this does have the performance exhaust option, which is it's $1,195 option. It gives you the ability to switch the exhaust modes, pretty much from quiet to up to track, which is the loudest. To me, it sounds good, but I would rather just have an exhaust on it. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of people like just, the track sound as well. Also, this does have a rear spoiler on it. That's another option, but that goes into one of the first mods that I have ordered for, and I actually got an APR full carbon fiber wing ordered for this thing. I ordered it about 2 weeks ago, and it should be in any day. It's a real carbon fiber spoiler. I'll throw a picture up here on the screen and let you see. This thing's going to look super awesome, and we will be doing a video on that as well, install video. So if you're interested in one for yours, make sure you subscribe. That way when we post that video, you'll be able to see it. Another thing that I have done to it already is tinted the window. As you see, you can't hardly see inside, so I got 35% on the whole front windshield. I got 5% on the driver and passenger window. And then on the rear window, I have 35%. I done a 35 on the window because I still wanted to be able to see the motor as well. So another option that this car has is it has this front splitter. As you can see here, I would like to probably add a bigger front splitter, maybe a carbon fiber one to match the wing once I get it on. One other option that the dealer installed, as you can see here, it has this screen in there to protect the radiator. That was a dealer installed option. They charge around $400 to install that little screen. I think it was a little much for it. I mean, for what it is, but that was an option as well. But another option that I opted for on the car, the front lift option. As you can see here, the car came with the Michelin Pilot Sport all-season tires. These tires are awesome. They stick to the road really good. This car does have the magnetic ride control, so you can change the suspension and different handling modes on the car. So that was another option that it has on it. I really love the color on this car. The reason why I chose the color I did is because I also have the Duramax, which is the same color as this car. So I wanted them to kind of match. I'll throw you a picture up here. When I picked the car up at the dealership, I had my truck and my car parked in front of each other. I'll throw that up on the screen here. I thought it was something cool. I really like the white and the black, and the white looks good with the little bit of red accent. And then when you start adding some carbon fiber to it here and there, I mean, it just looks really, really good. Another option for this car that I read online was, like, you know, pretty important that these cars had was the front lift option. And I will show you a video of that here. I'll set the camera up so you can see the car lift up. All right, guys, so start the car up. In order to lift the front, but going on just a little bit more detail on the front lift, you can set to remember location. So if you have a bad driveway or if there's a known speed bump, you can set remember location on your dash, and every time you go by that spot, your car will automatically raise up as long as you're under 25 miles per hour. So the vehicle will raise up as long as you're 25 and under. Once you reach over 25 miles per hour, then the front lift goes back down. We'll go ahead and do a little overview of the options inside the car that I have. This car has the GT2 bucket seats. I'll show you guys these. All right, guys, so here's the inside, and you can get a good look at those seats there. It's the GT2 bucket seats, and you can see it has the carbon fiber inlay right there in the top. Just a super awesome looking seat. I think these are well worth the upgrade over the base seats. I still think there is one more tier of seat above this one. When you do the 2LT or 3LT, you get the 14 speaker Bose system. So that's another upgraded option as well. Going over a little bit on the inside, right here is your front lift option. So you hit that button when you're under 25 and your front will raise up. You can hit this button here, which will turn your front camera on. It'll show up on the screen. Turn your traction control off. Start the vehicle. So you get a nice little Corvette logo. And I do still have the screen protector on the gauges there. That's why you see the little bubbles and stuff. But basically, steering wheel, got a flat bottom, flat top, feels really comfortable in the hands. You know, it kind of feels like that you're in a legit, you know, sports car, race car. Also, another option, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does have the, kind of see it a little bit, it's flashing, but the heads-up display, and then different modes and things that you put it in, the heads-up display does different things. So right here on the car you have your mode selector, and you got my mode, which you can customize exactly how you want it. It'll change your gauges. You can set how you want your gauges to look. You can set how you want your suspension to be in my mode. You can set how you want your brakes, your exhaust, and I don't know if you can tell there, but the heads-up display changes. Another mode that you have is the weather mode. If it does start raining or you're driving in the rain, basically it makes the car more drivable, you know, cuts the power down to be more stable in you know, bad weather conditions, which I try not to drive in the rain if I can avoid it, but I mean sometimes it happens. So getting into the other modes, so you got touring mode. Basically the touring mode is kind of like just like a highway mode, you know, kind of standard drive mode. And again with it, it will, you know, change your gauges to a different layout. Have sport mode, you know, so you start getting into a little more of the performance. Your exhaust changes to a little bit higher note, you know, so you have like a G-force gauge on there now. There's a bunch of different options, lap timer, you know, 0 to 60 time. You can also go in here and, you know, change your display design, you know, of what you want it to show. You got your trip monitors. I do like the sport mode. It does, you know, it tightens the steering wheel up a little bit, so steering's a little more tighter. And then the last mode that you have is the track mode. So I love the little videos that it plays with each different mode. I mean, as you see there, it's pretty sweet how it comes up. But as you change the track mode, you notice that your RPM gauge has changed. Pretty much all your gauges, you know, will change, and your heads-up display. But in the track mode, that will be the loudest that the car will be as far as exhaust goes. But we'll give it a couple revs from the inside. You can kind of hear exactly how loud it is with the track mode. So that was with the windows up. Do window down. So sounds, you know, pretty good. I just prefer a louder car, but honestly, once you get it up to 4,000 or 5,000 RPM, it does, you know, sound pretty loud in the track mode. Now we can switch it back to, say, the touring mode, and you can see it's not as loud. But that's kind of a little overview of the different modes and things. You also have a button on the steering wheel. It's a Z button. Basically, it puts it in Z mode, and you can pretty much dial your suspension in, your steering, you know, how you want your steering feel, your engine, the shift points, how you want your engine to sound. You know, you got the 4 different sounds. You also got the stealth mode. I don't know if I'd ever use that, but it's nice to have, I guess. You got your braking. But basically, the Z mode, you can customize how you want your car to be. Instead of going through the modes on the car, you basically make your own mode. Suits you best. You can change up all the gauges on what you want it to look like, and gives you a more personalized experience. So another option, as you can see here in the rear view mirror, it's actually a camera, because when you're inside of this thing, you actually cannot see hardly anything out the back. I mean, you can see there, you turn around, you know, you just see the motor. Having this option for the camera, and then you can flip this button, and then it turns into a regular mirror again. So that's kind of nice to have. Along the side here, you have all your buttons for your air conditioning, your heat, turn your air up and down. It does have the dual climate control. It also has cooled seats. It has heated seats, even with the GT2 upgrades. That's what I liked about them a lot too, was it still had that feature. But you can kind of see it. This thing is just designed to be built around the driver. It's kind of like a cockpit. I mean, everything is just catered to the driver. As far as the driving experience for this, it makes you feel like more that, you know, you're one with the car. Like, basically it's catered to you. I like that about it. We'll open the hood up on it. I'll let you see the hood space, and we'll open the trunk. So first we'll go up here and we will look in the front, whatever you'd like to call it. But it has pretty good space. The car did come with a battery tender. I don't know if that is an extra option or if they all come with one, but it did come with a battery tender. That's what's in the white box. I put a small suitcase in here the other day, it fit pretty good. It's not a whole lot of room, but if you needed to, you know, a couple small bags, you could fit some things in there. And then on these cars, whenever you close the hood, they'll close automatically. You just got to push in on them. So coming right back around to where the motor is, you have another storage space back here, which is a little bit bigger. You know, we could fit a little more stuff back here, but at the same time, this car does have the option for the roof to come off. So that's exactly where your roof goes, is right here. It sits back down inside of here. So if you had the top off, and then you couldn't really put anything back here because the top takes up pretty much this whole area. Here's kind of a overview of the motor. This does have the red valve pan covers also. You kind of see there the little Corvette logo, Chevy logo. One thing I didn't do when I tinted the windows was the back glass, and the reason for that is because when this is closed you can't see it, and then I still like the fact that I could like look in behind me, see the motor. Actually, it's one thing about riding these things in the rain is, so you see here, the window here is actually, it's open. These vents are open vent. When it does rain and you're riding it, water does come in through those, but it does have a drain that, you know, it drains out of the car here. As far as the motor and stuff being that close to the seats and things, like, you would think it would get hot, but it really don't at all. And also you would think that it would be, you know, super loud inside the car, and it's not. Especially if you put the exhaust in the stealth mode, you can drive this car and have a very easy conversation without trying at all. But that's kind of a overview of the car. Same thing with the trunk. When you put it down, push on it and it will pull the trunk down itself. There's also a button here that you push to unlock the trunk, or there's one on the side of the door, which would be right here. So you have the trunk and the hood off. But another thing I wanted to do on the outside of it is, this thing don't have any vents or anything right here, so I wanted to buy a vent for that, do some maybe carbon fiber side skirts. Kind of done an overview with you of the outside and the inside of the car. It's time to, let's go drive this thing, get some flyby videos, let you hear what it sounds like, and, you know, kind of see what it's like to drive this thing. It's just a super awesome experience. Let's go ahead and jump in the car. Alright guys, belt on, safety first. That's another thing I would like to do as well, is probably add some red seat belts to the car. We'll go ahead and drive the car. I'll kind of give you guys a POV video of driving the car, and we'll go ahead and select the track mode for sure. Driving this a lot. You probably ain't supposed to drive in it all the time, but I love the louder exhaust note. It just feels so much better, sounds so much better. We'll go ahead and drive the car and kind of give you guys an overview of the driving experience and talk about it a little bit. You see car says auto raising due to location. It's because I have it set to raise up in this location, so once I get over 25, then the car will automatically lower down on its own. And then also, once you leave that particular location, the car will lower back down itself too. Alright, can also switch to manual, and then you can shift with the paddle shifts. And you kind of let off the gas and get back on it. You know, it kind of sounds like a standard shift car. That is one thing that I wish could be different on the C8s. Is I wish, you know, it could have a standard shift transmission. I get it, the automatics are faster, I know, but I would just rather have a standard shift transmission, just because it makes you be a part of the car more. It's just funner to drive. But I get the whole automatics are faster. But with that being said, this is probably the first automatic car that I've really enjoyed driving. I mean, just the shifts and things on this car, how it shifts, or you know, how it sounds when it does shift. I mean, it sounds like a supercar. And sometimes it, you know, backfires and pops and cracks. You know, it's just an awesome sound. But as far as the experience of driving this car, like, this is one of the funnest cars that I've ever drove. I used to have a Mustang. It was a standard shift Mustang, and like, I would put this car is just funner to drive overall, just because of how it feels with the motor being in the back. It's lightweight. You got the paddle shifts up here. You got, you know, the whole car is catered to the driver. As far as driving the car, it's fun to drive. Like, I've already got 2,200 miles on it roughly. As far as like when you are driving it, the attention that you get from people whenever you are driving this car, you know, everybody's just like, you know, amazed with it. And really, as far as any car I've had, you know, I've got more compliments in this thing, and it's basically stock right now, than, you know, any car I've had. So I really enjoy that part about it. And, you know, it might be because of it does look like a supercar. I mean, and it does kind of sound like one. Of course, the Z06 sounds more like one. It has a flat plain crank in it. I mean, these cars are super fun, and it's really an awesome driving experience. And the downshifts kind of revs up whenever you gear down, which is awesome. The shifts as it's shifting, it just sounds awesome. And then you can hear some of the downshifts here. But it just sounds super awesome, and I know with an exhaust on it, like, it would be out of this world, really. And I really want an exhaust bad for it. I just haven't decided on which one I want to go with yet. I was debating on the Corsa Extreme, but as I was reading online, some people said Borla Attack, the AWE track exhaust. So hard to not pull out in this car and not get on it. Let me know what you guys think on an exhaust. I want something that's super loud, you know, but still kind of makes it sound exotic a little bit. You know, an exhaust that you've heard that sounds good, comment it down below and let me know But if there's anything you'd like for me to go over with you about the car as far as the infotainment screen, display screen, just comment down below and I will go into more detail on you know, changing those things, how to change your screen, and more about the features of the car. But I'm actually driving to a more kind of private location, and we will get some flyby videos, you know, hear what this thing sounds like when it's going by. Alright guys, so that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun making it, doing the flybys and stuff. If you want to follow along with what I'm going to do to the car, you know, this is kind of a baseline video. Shows kind of what it looks like now, and I'm pretty excited for you guys to see the mods and stuff that I put on the car. And like I said, if you have a C8, then follow my channel, because I will be showing install videos as well. That way, if you see a mod or something that I put on my car and you want to do it on yours, then you have an install video to go along with. I've been working with a couple sponsorships, trying to get some different parts and stuff to put on the car. But guys, if you're looking to buy a C8 or just a nice fun car, I highly recommend to get one, because these are super fun cars. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was just kind of an overview of, you know, my car and, you know, my thoughts on it. Everybody has, you know, their own opinion. Kind of let me know, guys, down in the comment section below, you know, what you guys think of the car, what kind of mods that you would like to see me do on the channel. You know, I'll reply back to you. And like I say, I got the APR carbon fiber wing. It is should be here any day now, so you will see a video of it on the channel getting installed, and I think it's going to really change the whole look of this car. Probably next mod is going to be some exhaust for sure. Like I say, just trying to figure out which one that I want. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate you supporting the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.